Uh, it's one of those. You could say he's definitely a good coach. He knows everything he's doing, but you could say he's a mean coach because he's pretty old school, and we don't get much slack around here. And he means business, and you can only respect that. I mean, the results speak for themselves. So I think everyone comes in expecting the worst, and he definitely gives it to you when it comes to training on the field. But he's got all the knowledge in the world. I think maybe 15 years now he's been on the track. So he's definitely done worlds for me. Obviously, gave me the opportunity to play on the international stage and to captain my country. So yeah, he's definitely a good coach to be under, because you can learn a lot, and he's shown that he's produced All Blacks from this team. So like big ups to him. He's definitely the man. One thing we've noticed is he's a massive tennis fan, and he loves Federer. And we've noticed whenever Federer loses a final, or he gives us hidings on the field. So we'll be watching tennis, and you can sometimes hear him in his room, humming and ahhing, over good shots and bad shots. And we know if Federer loses, we're gonna get smashed on the paddock. So there's been a couple of years where we've run out, obviously after a Federer loss, and we'll be going through training, just waiting for him to tell us to get on the line. And, there's training when you're running with a ball, and then when you hear the get on the line call with the whistle, we're in for it. So he loves doing his 80-60 40s, which is sprint to 22, sprint back to the far 22, and then back to the far 10-meter line under a certain time. But he just seems to just keep piling them on whenever Federer's lost. So we're running, screaming, half broken, and we'll just screaming for Nadal, whatever we can to give it back to him, because we know we're in for it, and we just try and give back where we can. But yeah, so if any of you out there ever watch tennis and hear Federer lose, just feel for us, because we're hurting as well. Probably I don't get to spend much more time with him. We sort of have a leadership group where he'll sort of turn to if he has any areas of discussion. I guess ultimately he's always going to make his own calls. He's his own man, and I think we just probably raise our opinions, give our insights on what we think. But he's quite open to that, and I guess that's good. In the sense where, like, if the team is maybe feeling a bit flat, and we as boys, or me as a captain, I can see that. He's open to me voicing that, and he'll, I guess, we'll try and find a middle where we can all agree, in terms of what happens next. But I think he's always open, and he always says, anyone come and talk to me if I want to talk to him. The door's always open. But I guess he's still got that that awe about him. I've been with him for 5 years, 6 years now, and I'm still every now and then a little bit gun shy to talk to him. I guess he demands so much respect that he's definitely up there. So I pick my moments. I think he definitely, if he can sense the boys are flat, even in warm-ups, like before a game, he'll pull us in, and he'll let us know. And there's nothing wrong with that. And at half-time, if things aren't going to script, and the boys need to hear it, he'll let us know. So I think though, over the years though, I've seen him sort of change a little bit, and he's a bit more individualized, in the sense where if he can see a certain person, he'll take that person aside, or if this gets a certain person up, then he'll do what that, and I guess he says it throughout the week. Individually we do what we need to do to get up. If it means for some of us going to the gym on a day off, he's happy for them to do it. If it means kicking back and relaxing, then so be it. So he's definitely I think he sort of I guess over the years you can see that obviously different people react differently, and different things get people up. So he does whatever it takes. I guess with Titch, something that you guys might not know is, he works a 9-to-5 job. Even when we're at the Mount, where we're based normally for our camps, in between like a training session, or you see him chuck on his dress gears and he's back to work. So he's definitely a hard-working man. And I mean, obviously, you probably people would have heard that there's countries out there that want him to come and coach for a lot of money. And Tietjens mentioned that he's happy where he is, but I guess it says a lot about him when you see him training the boys, and then he's up and off, and he's back to work at his company. I think it's Bay Engineering. So it's credit to what he does. He obviously manages his time pretty well, because for us as players, there's a lot of us who I guess would have the chance to work, but we sort of tend to take the easy road. But he's here coaching, and he's straight back to work. So I'm pretty sure there's not many people out there that would even think he works 9 to 5. But as soon as he's back from a camp, he's back into it.